And here we are, the next round. Winners semifinals getting in to these best of fives as well. TMU Gold gonna be the ones coming up, but Christian starting it off quick.
Look at the handsome young man on the screen. They're going to find the back of the net nice and early against this TMU Blue squad. I'm pretty sure TMU Blue we have played before. I recognize Julian, maybe just from Rocket League Twitter when they're always got something stirring over there. But I think Willie Mandem, one of the TMU players, officially my favorite Rocket League player in all of the circuit right now. But TMU going to find themselves in that 1-0 hold nice and early.
This is the same school whose Rocket League club is titled the Shorty Kings.
Yeah.
So they're right up there with these great names to come through. Willie Mandem, can't get over that one,
Great.
but Krusty and Julian as well in the lobby. Krusty's a good one too, not gonna lie. Get those Krusty Musty flips out here in Rocket League. Ramen. Pass it out towards the middle there. This is a setup we've seen all day, but Krusty, the crab right there for that save.
Okay, not taking it a step too far, but TMU Blue trying some way to get going on this offense. Now Julian over the middle there. Spoods there to contest that one. Willie Mandem seeing what he can cook up here. Ramen can be contested over that midline with Julian. A lot of players driving back and forth. Not a lot of contact with the ball. Krusty going to be first one there. Going to get bumped off the spot there by Spoods. Two members of TMU going to dive into that corner. This net going to be a little bit exposed. Put some heat on that ball, and they're going to do just that. Exposed net, fast shot. That's going to be a goal back for the Saints. 2-0 lead now, just a buck and a half in.
And right off the start, too, they find one. Spoods finds a nice roller there from the middle. Krusty just a little bit too late on that follow-up. Not going to have enough boost for the speed there. That was a weird 50-50 there in the middle. Ball just kind of stagnated in place. Now, Ramen with that follow-up sets it up. Spoods comes in. Not going to be able to find that angle, though. Flip. Going to take it out to the corner instead. Willie Mandem with the follow-up. Pop it up that backboard, but it's actually just going to find its way towards that opposite corner. A demo to come through. Julian and Krusty not going to be the ones to follow up on that. Christian is going to be the one to bring it all the way to the other side, but Willie Mandem with a great contest there and a bit of a clear as well. Spoods keeping this pressure going.
Yeah, Christian almost getting that goal. Ramen trying to do his best to bump away all those TMU Blue members. Is going to miss that ball, though. Maybe TMU Blue can maybe get something going back this way now. Demo, TMU looking early and often for a lot of these demos. Christian and Spoods, though, they're only looking for goals, and they're going to find another one back the other way. The demos are going to be nice and dandy if you're TMU, but you got to find ways to put one on the scoreboard. And Christian and Spoods, we talked about it earlier, they always seem to find some way to link up, and they do yet again. Halfway through this game, 3-0 lead, you got to be feeling pretty nice.
Yeah, definitely going to be. It's a good weight off your shoulder there in game one. You know you've got a bit of a read on this defense. You know you're at least going to start with a nice lead in the game, especially when you find that third one. Now you're feeling really, really comfortable. And if you take a lead in the series, it's even better. A goal line bouncer there from Spoods, but once again, the post sending it right back out. The post not going to be the Saints' best friend today, but it's not really going to matter when you've got 3-0 on the board right now, 2 minutes left. Saints, I mean, after you go through a 15-minute game one, is any set even going to phase you anymore is the question.
I honestly, at this point, I don't think so. It looks like we are maybe in best of 5 territory now, though, so they are going to have that maybe extra game to try to figure things out, especially if you're the TMU Blue side. This first game has been a little bit rough around the edges. You haven't really been able to get that offense going. They haven't really had that many chances to speak of altogether. Maybe one or two early on, but it's been pretty much all St. Clair in this offensive zone. That's going to be a decent little crack back the other way. Not really going to materialize, though. So, minute 40 left to try to make something out of this game one. Then, other than that, you're going to be down 1-0. Have those last couple games to try to fight back and find some way back in this game. The Saints, though, right now seem to have full control. That's going to be a fantastic save. Ramen shutting the door on that one, keeping that 0 on the board for this TMU squad.
TMU, though, starting to get some shots on that net. The Saints have been making it very, very tough for them to really get anything set up. They kind of get it into that Saint zone. They'll get it to a corner, but then it's contests that come through, and it kind of goes corner, clear.
Oh.
But Willie Mandem trying to change that with a nice shot. Spoods up towards that crossbar and out. Now, Krusty gonna have to try and weave it past this defender here. Spoods looking to not get mixed up on this one. Ramen, there's a good clear. Willie Mandem Will he follow up on that ball? It's actually Julian, sends it high. That's Spoods' game right there, though. The second he sees that ball in the air, you know he's going to go for that follow-up. He's going to go for a nice carry. See that from Spoods all the time. Off the backboard and down. Julian, not enough boost to follow up, or just not really going to pop it. He had about 60 available, but the response not there in time. 3-0. Looking to possibly be the final score of this match. Just 20 seconds.
Yeah, not
it's
much.
that timer. TMU, not much to speak of in terms of offensive chances here, barring a few solid shot attempts, but saved fairly easily by the Saints there.
Yeah,
Saints have been playing just a very, very well-rounded game here.
Yeah, this defense has been something to note. We talked about the offense actually had a really, really good time getting going today. The defense flying just a little bit under the radar. Do they have one more stop in them, though? Try to keep TMU off that scoreboard. They will end up blanking them, I believe, 4-0 or 3-0. Going to be that final total. So just a clean game overall. You find that early goal. You snowball that into a much better lead down the line. I mean, look at the shots, though. 6-5 in shots for the Saints. Didn't really dominate the shot department. Just they kept TMU off the board for so long.
Yeah.
Had that 2-0, 3-0 lead pretty safely for so much of the game. They didn't really have to stress. They didn't have to go chasing goals. Like, okay, we'll let them kind of play into us. We're able to handle the pressure, make a couple good saves here and there, and you walk away with the winner.
Yeah, and that's that main thing to take away is once you have that lead, they're just playing pretty solid defense. They never really sent more than 2 players into that TMU zone, especially after that third goal, and it was just, all right, Krusty can make a few shots, but as long as we're there to save them, there's really not much to worry about. As far as shots went, Saints only had one more shot than TMU that game. It just really came down to those saves. 4 saves from Ramen in that game.
Yeah, say Ramen making a bunch of saves, tried to do all the dirty work that game, went and tried to demo a bunch of these players.
Yeah.
You can see him. My favorite thing is someone driving with the ball and the second person literally headhunting someone else, chasing them to the back of the net. It's like basically out of a skit, like out of Tom and Jerry or something. It's always so funny to watch. And something you see a lot in high-level play, though. I mean, how can you focus on defending the ball if someone is hightailing it 100 boosts trying to take you out of the game? It's very difficult to focus and let alone make some kind of crazy play on the ball. So the Saints right now able to make a couple more of those plays on the ball. That offense got going. TMU Blue, though, it is a best of 5. You do have that extra shot to get back in this one, but you're going to want to find some momentum, and you're going to want to find it early.
Speaking of demos, Spoods starts off the game, out of the game for a couple seconds. Christian, though, getting a little bit of revenge on Krusty there, but like you said, it's one of those things where, yeah, these demos can come in super clutch and be super valuable for these offensive plays, or even on that defense. You know, what are you going to do? Are you going to follow up on that ball, or are you going to risk having this player chasing you down and getting that demo? What a shot from Ramen. Cuts the angle perfectly. Starts it off 1-0. Saints are on it today, and they are looking to go home.
Yeah, Ramen in a very fortunate spot. Ball right on the nose of that car. Going to tuck that one right into that top right corner. TMU down 1-0. Quick, fast, and a hurry in this game, too. And this is one of those games, yes, if you lose it, theoretically reverse sweep would be in the cards. But 1-1 going to be a whole lot easier on that mental. It's going to give you that momentum. You know, you can get back in this game to pump the demo. A shot on net as well. So kind of a weird little conga line there. Almost results in something good for TMU, but going to get shut down. And now Ramen trying to go back the other way with Christian. Going to be a little bit far out of his reach there. Spoods patiently waiting on this defensive side of things, trying to wait for this pass to come across. The pass is good. The shot not going to be quite on that target. Krusty shot on net to his credit, but no goal so far for TMU.
Out in the corner, Spoods going to be the one with the job of clearing it out, but a 50-50 sends it straight left as Julian's going to be the one to follow up on that ball. Krusty, 90 boosts used to get that started and nothing to be shown for it. A lot of resources used and a lot of time wasted, but the follow-up was not there from the rest of the team, from Willie Mandem. Here it is from the air. Julian, the demo comes through as well, but it's a little bit too wide. Willie Mandem follows up on that one and play the game, play the pressure on that ball. The rebound game is what you want. Great demo there from Krusty to start off that whole play.
Yeah, Willie Mandem saying, yo, Doug, I have this. Let me score this goal. Going to find a way.
I have these ones.
I have these. We take these, fam. He's going to put that one right in the back of the net. Get TMU on the board. They struggled to get that offense going in game 1. Got to feel so good to get that monkey off your back in game 2. Now, though, you got to make sure you stay disciplined on defense. Christian already going to ride that one all the way to the net. Not going to end up in the back of the net, though. TMU looking to find this second goal now, try to take their first lead of the series, and try to really get this series going back the other way.
Willie Mandem back out in this corner. No boost left on the field for him, however. Krusty rotating out to that corner, looking for that boost. He's back at 100. Christian clears it back out towards the middle, actually sets it up for Ramen. Double touch from Ramen. Corner back to himself in the air. Out to Spoods. Julian's going to be the one to follow up on that ball. Spoods and Julian chasing each other down the side of this field. As a lot more of a sound game defensively from TMU here. Been playing a lot more contention. Not letting these setups go so long. Ramen looks like he was going to have another one there, but it's popped out to the left.
Yeah, these teams look like they're playing in mirror mode right now. One guy goes low, the enemy goes low. The ball goes up high to challenge. Someone is immediately there to answer. Both these teams think they maybe have a read on each other at this point. Christian trying to see if he can stuff that one in the back of the net. Not going to be able to do so. Like you said, though, a much, much closer game to TMU. Much, much better defensively. The Saints maybe haven't gotten quite as many shots, so having that one goal, not going to feel the worst if you are on that St. Clair side. But if you're TMU, this is a lot better than that 3-0 deficit they got out too early. However, the clock still has time on it. Christian, the angle was beautiful, just a little bit wide of that post. Now Willie Mandem going to maybe try to take to the sky. It's going to run out of boost, though. Pass back across. Christian going to be there to take that one out. Going to pinch that one back the other way now. Didn't get this ball on net as well. The follow not going to be there. It was just damn close. And now can Julian find the back of the net himself? He's going to find the second touch ball. Very dangerous position. Willie Mandem trying to find his second one on the day. Not going to be able to knot that one in. And we potentially have overtime on our hands the way this game has been rolling.
Yeah, four-man scramble in the crease there. Leaves the ball straight out in the corner. Willie Mandem to be the one on that rotation, on that defensive rotation for TMU. Krusty clears it out. A weird bump there to come through. That was some interesting physics. Krusty just flying backwards off of something. I believe it was a bump there. Ramen in net for that save.
What a challenge.
We saw that earlier today from, I believe it might have been Citron from that UDEM team, where those in the net saves ride up the back of that net, and you get a great angle for any saves coming around that crossbar area.
Oh no.
That's a nice long one, but it's not going to be good. Demo comes through. This could be key. Demo's one of those things where you could not see demos for all game, and then suddenly two come through, and
that's it.
It's the source of the goal, right?
Was that going in?
Crux on the goal line. Who can follow it up? Ramen, number 2, gonna crack that 1-1 we've been sitting at for so long. The Saints have seen this same position so many times today. That ball floating up on that goal line. A prize waiting for someone to grab it. A goal waiting to be found.
I guess for those unaware too, there is a 1 by 1 foot spot in each corner of that Rocket League stadium where you can get that perfect bounce that will end up going into that net. It is very, very tricky to get that angle, and 99.9% of the time it is absolutely on accident, but it is a very, very happy accident for the Saints. They steal that second goal with just moments remaining, and now TMU has to try to find a way to get this one in the net. They have a little bit of boost. They have offensive zone time.
That's
Christian, though, Ramen going to put that one away. That's the clear they need, and that'll be a 2-0 series lead in a much closer game, too.
What a clutch goal there in the end from Ramen. Able to tap that one in, that floater on the goal line. I think we've saw
enough of those.
I mean, in that overtime, we saw about 18 of those over 45 minutes in that overtime there. But all jokes aside, 2-0 Saints coming in very, very strong today, probably from having so much time on the field today after some of these series, but we're getting straight back into it. These guys are ready to get back on the court. TMU ready to see if they can stop this 3-0, see if they can stop this shutout, maybe make this reverse sweep happen. I mean, very, very close last game. That was anyone's game, and it took a very, very, you can call it luck, you can call it skill, whatever it was. It took a hard shot to make. It took a 1 in a million situation, literally, to break that 1-1 scoreline. Now, back to 0-0. TMU has a chance to rally back here. I mean, we've seen it. We've seen that they have the skills to get these goals.
Yeah, do they have the consistency, though, is the problem. They've clearly shown flashes to make those great plays. They can take those aerials. They made a couple clutch saves as well. That last goal, just basically unfortunate circumstance, kind of right place, right time. Ramen trying to get something going out with the fake out there. Christian going to be there for the contest. Krusty there to follow up on that one, make sure that ball gets cleared out. It's going to be Spoods, though, to answer that clear back the other way. A little bit of ping pong between these two schools right now. Mandem trying to take it out there, not going to be able to make that follow. Julian there to contest the net. Oh, the fake out and the shot. Ramen almost going to find a way to bury that one. So damn close. Krusty makes a fantastic last second read. Spood's going to take that one up to the sky. Not going to be able to follow, though. Willie Mandem now going to dig this one to the corner. Julian gets the demo on to Christian. That ball careening dangerously in front of that Saints net. The redirection's going to be all day. And Julian going to find the back of the net there. Willie Mandem blessing Julian with that ball. Going to bless the score sheet as well. And TMU going to have a 1-0 lead.
Look at him pick that corner right when he sees where Spoods is set up. Of course, that demo being such a huge factor there as well. Like we talked about, demo's going to be one of those things that really improve your consistency, but Spoods, a consistent player nonetheless. No demos, no bumps needed. Look at this guy, squeaks right past two defenders. You see Krusty there, desperate to make that ball. Willie Mandem flies in from the corner as well, but every defender pixels too far away.
Yeah, that's got to feel a little bit rough if you're TMU. You worked so hard to finally get yourself your first lead of the series. It immediately gets answered back on the kickoff. The one positive thing, you did score a goal. You do have a little bit of offensive momentum, and you got 3 minutes and change to try to make heads or tails of the rest of this game. Spoods going to win the physical battle there. Is going to try to bully up Willie Mandem there. The demo's going to be good under Krusty. Maybe the Saints trying to look for the score angle here. Willie Mandem, though, very good job to clear that one out. Julian, great job as well to end up getting that second touch. He's going to find the follow. Can the third man follow, though? Krusty just going to be a little bit late to that ball, and he's going to get taken out by Spoods anyways. And now Christian, no boost to play with. It was all a fake for Ramen to try to make that play, but Julian there to read that one up the corner. Going to try to get something going on the counterattack.
Can this TMU squad rewrite history? Right now, we're almost in the same position as Game 2. About 2.5 minutes left on the clock. 1-1. At this stalemate here, at this tie halfway through the game.
Oh, the bump.
Spoods, a great bump in the net. Spoods to follow up on it. Look at this play right here. Look at the boys on stage there,
Ramen
too.
Double bump.
That's what I'm saying. Like, a huge play in the crease. Spoods just happened to be the one to follow up on it. Honestly, give Ramen the credit on that one.
Yeah, Ramen out here trying to play a little bit of football instead of soccer, but either way, it's finding
some MMA.
Exactly, a little bit of MMA as well. Yeah, finding the results. So for the Saints, like you said it though, you don't have to spam demos all game. It's all about the timing of them. TMU, a slight misplay back the other way, and that one's going all the way into the net. Ramen going to get himself on the board there. You just talked about
himself
it.
Up.
Listen,
himself out
and you
on
just
the
talked
screen.
about it. Listen, he did a bunch of the dirty work. He got that double bump. You got to get the guy in the scoreboard as well. You got to get him some nice FaceTime on that camera as well. So a fantastic job. And if you're TMU now, things have got to be feeling not so hot. It's going to be a very, very tricky road back to the top here. St. Clair still going to try to chip things away as we get things fixed up here. 3-1 lead. 2 minutes left to play. Krusty gets a shot on the net there. Julian going to answer this one back. Ball careening over this Saints net right now. Played out by Spood. Still in this back right corner. Ball is going to be reset still in front of this Saints net. Christian going to take this one long and wide. Now Spood sitting in the back of the net here. He's going to play this one toward this TMU side. The clear is going to be good. Only 1 minute, 45 seconds left. The Saints are leading 3-1 currently, trying to see if they can close out TMU in this best of 5.
There's the saves in that net there. Krusty with a demo onto Spoods, too. A minute 30, you're only 2 goals down. It's not unreasonable for this TMU team to really find their stride in this last minute 30, but you have to make it here. We got a deadlock. Both of these players, just locked in there waiting for someone else to break it up.
Was there a Rule 1 and I missed it? I looked away for like 2 seconds. Yeah. Oh, I haven't seen a Rule 1 in so long, but
it does rarely happen. I remember, I believe it was Nitrix from the Academy team actually telling me about that. I thought it was a cool little
it's
agreement
basically
there
a written
in the
rule.
Rocket
No,
League.
it is essentially a written rule. Yeah, it's basically bad manners if you end up breaking that rule. And earlier, I almost mentioned it too. Oh, we should mention the goal first, though. Yet another floater. Christian going to be very happy with himself after that one. Just a perfect timing. Nice little pinch from Ramen as well. Christian going to get credited with that goal, though. Lead now extended to 4-1. The boys are starting to feel like they're in final form. They want an early Saturday. They want to be ready to go tomorrow. They want to have that Saturday off. The rest enjoy it. They played a lot of Rocket League today already, even though they've only played 3 series.
I mean, with 50 seconds left and a 3-goal lead, it's going to take some serious work from TMU here to be back in this game, especially with balls like that. Spoods finds another, make that 3 in the game. The hat trick comes through for him, and now this game pretty much locked in. St. Clair varsity looking to go to that second day. Believe that will send them straight to that winners finals, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. TMU looking like they may fall 3-0 here in winter semis.
Yeah, unfortunately, Willie Mendham and the rest of the dogs here trying to find some way to get back in this one, but a 5-1 lead with just this much time left. Going to be a very, very tall task, especially the way this Saints varsity team has been playing this last minute or two, just piling on these goals, finding every way to Sunday to shut this net down, get the ball going back the other way. The demo on Spoods, the second touch off the backboard, going to be a good shot attempt, but not going to be able to find the back of that net, which is the story of the series for TMU. Great shot, great effort. They make a great play. The ball just doesn't end up in the back of their net, doesn't go in their favor. That being said, though, this series going to go all the way in St. Clair's favor. This ball touches down. The Saints close up a 3-0 sweep of TMU Blue, and all things considered, I do believe that will send them at least to tomorrow.
Yeah, all things pretty said and done, that should be it. We'll double check that bracket in just a sec here, but Saints varsity moving on.
Yes.
Making that Sunday slot. Sunday, I believe, 2 to 3 matches once again in the cards there. That's going to be that winners finals, that grand finals, of course. And then there is always the possibility of that losers bracket as well. You never know what happens on that Sunday slot there, but that's going to be all she wrote for varsity here today. A pretty early game or a pretty early day when it comes to Rocket League, at least, as OCRS Cup, a slightly smaller bracket than a lot of the ones we usually do, but just means that we get more quality games like this, especially with some Canadian schools here. Like, I love to see other Canadian schools come in, and like, it's just great to see as a Canadian, right? Like, representing those Canadian esports. Yeah,
it's always fun. Esports Nationals was a very fun time as well. Always fun, especially like we said, these West Coast teams, a lot of these teams, we don't really get to see as often. We're not, the scheduling, obviously, it's not going to line up. We're still asleep when they're still awake and everything, so not exactly sure how that's going to go down otherwise. But we should have a great day of matches tomorrow. We will throw it to a very, very quick break right now. Not sure if we're going to have any Academy matches or not. I think we have to double check the bracket, so stay tuned. We'll throw it to a very, very quick break and then maybe wrap things up after.